Here comes the option. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Texas A&M going quickly.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Hard running there. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Soft spot in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Texas A&M going up tempo. He might want another play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Breaks into the open. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force him into 3rd and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that 3rd down conversion.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Got his man quickly.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That was a big first down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a first down, to get that clock moving, to get them a little bit of rest, now getting maybe a little bit of a rhythm offensively, big first down for this up.
Wants to go up top on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Aggies racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Found a little room out of the wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll give it to him again. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Bulldozes his way through. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they get him down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. Direct snap. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Are forced to settle for 3. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's going to run it. First down and more. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Got his man. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.